The mighty Mongol Empire, forged in the fires of the steppes under the indomitable will of Genghis Khan, swept across Eurasia like a tempest. It conquered kingdoms, toppled empires, and reshaped the world in its image. From the windswept plains of Central Asia to the gates of Europe and the shores of the Pacific, their horsemen thundered forth, their composite bows singing songs of doom. Yet, even the greatest conquerors are not eternal. In this episode, we delve into the shadows of the Mongol legacy. The rare but pivotal moments when their unstoppable hordes met defeat. Who dared stand against the Khan's wrath? And how did these clashes herald the cracks in their vast dominion? Join us as we uncover the warriors, the strategies, and the twists of fate that humbled the Mongols. Let us begin in the year 1260, amid the sun-baked sands of the Levant, where the first thunderous blow to Mongol invincibility was struck. The Ilkhanate, under Hulagu Khan, grandson of Genghis, had already sacked Baghdad in 1258, extinguishing the Abbasid Caliphate and sending shockwaves through the Islamic world. Now, their gaze turned southward to Egypt, ruled by the formidable Mamluk Sultanate. At the Battle of Ain Jalut, near the Spring of Goliath in Palestine, a Mongol force of perhaps 10,000 clashed with the Mamluks led by Sultan Qutuz and his brilliant general, Baybars. The Mongols, masters of feigned retreats and encircling maneuvers, charged with their signature fury. But the Mamluks, hardened slave soldiers turned rulers, were no strangers to steppe tactics. They had been trained in them. Baybars lured the invaders into a trap, flanking them in the narrow valley and unleashing a devastating counterattack. Mongol arrows darkened the sky, yet Mamluk heavy cavalry shattered their lines. By day's end, the Mongol commander Kitbeka lay slain, and his army routed. This was no mere skirmish, it marked the first decisive defeat of a Mongol army in open battle, halting their advance into Africa and preserving the heart of Islam. Turning our eyes eastward to the misty islands of Japan, where nature itself conspired against the Khan's ambitions. In 1274 and again in 1281, Kublai Khan, ruler of the Yuan dynasty in China, launched massive invasions against the samurai of Japan. The first fleet, numbering over 900 ships and 40,000 warriors, struck the shores of Kyushu. Samurai defenders, fierce and unyielding, met them with katana and yari, holding the beaches in brutal hand-to-hand combat. But as the Mongols pressed inland, a divine wind, a kamikaze typhoon, descended, smashing their armada and drowning thousands. The survivors fled, their dreams of conquest shattered. Undeterred, Kublai returned in 1281 with an even mightier host, 4,400 vessels and 140,000 men, one of history's largest invasion forces. Again, the samurai resisted valiantly at Hakata Bay, their fortifications and guerrilla raids leading the invaders. And once more, the heavens intervened. A second cataclysmic storm obliterated the fleet, claiming over 100,000 lives. The Japanese, attributing victory to their gods, repelled the Mongols not once, but twice, ensuring their homeland remained unconquered. Further south, in the steaming jungles of Southeast Asia, the resilient kingdoms of Vietnam and Java delivered stinging rebukes to Mongol hubris. In the 13th century, the Tran dynasty of Dai Viet faced 3 invasions from Kublai's forces. The first, in 1258, saw Mongol armies under Uriang Khatai sweep through, but Vietnamese ambushes and scorched earth tactics forced a hasty withdrawal. By 1285, at the Battle of Bac Dang River, General Tran Hung Dao turned the tide decisively, as Mongol ships navigated the treacherous waters. Hidden stakes driven into the riverbed at low tide impaled their hulls when the waters receded, trapping and destroying the fleet. The invaders were massacred, their remnants fleeing in disgrace. A final assault in 1288 met similar ruin, with heat, disease, and guerrilla warfare claiming untold lives. Vietnam's defiance stood as a beacon of resistance. Nor did the subcontinent of India yield easily. The Delhi Sultanate, under sultans like Iltutmish and Alauddin Khilji, repelled wave after wave of Mongol raids from the northwest. In the early 1300s, Khilji's fortified defenses and mobile cavalry thwarted incursions, inflicting heavy casualties and forcing retreats. Even in distant Java, the Singhasari kingdom under King Kertanegara outmaneuvered a 1,293 expedition sent by Kublai, using alliances and surprise attacks to rout the Mongol Khanate force. In Europe too, the Mongols' grip loosened. Their devastating Golden Horde invasions of Hungary and Poland in the 1240s brought terror. But by the second incursion in 1285, King Ladislaus IV's reformed armies and stone fortresses blunted the assault, compelling withdrawal. Ultimately, the empire's vastness became its undoing. Internal divisions after the death of Genghis Khan in 1241 fragmented the Khanates, leading to civil wars and overextension. By 1368, the Yuan dynasty fell to the Ming in China, signaling the empire's irreversible decline. These defeats, scattered across continents, revealed that the Mongols, for all their terror and tactical brilliance, were not invincible. It was a blend of resilient defenders, innovative strategies, and the whims of fate that checked their advance. Yet, their legacy endures, a testament to the heights of human ambition and the perils of overreach. What lessons do these clashes hold for the empires of today? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you hunger for more tales of valor and warfare, subscribe and hit the bell for notifications.